Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NASL Open. If you're just now joining us, thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Wednesday afternoon, taking a break from school, taking your lunch break, coming home from work to catch some NASL action. But what's going on here? Well, this is the NASL Open. This is the round of 256, and this is Game 3 between the pink Zerg player, Destiny, on the left side of the map at about the 9:15 position. I think I'm going to call it that. And at the 12 o'clock position, we have the green Protoss player, Capoch. These two players are tied 1-1, so that means the winner of this game will advance to the next round of the NASL Open. And what more is at stake besides just a berth in the next round? Well, the winner of this tournament will gain a spot in the NASL Finals as the 16th seed in California. So definitely a lot on the line in that regard. And also the top 8 players from this tournament will get a spot in NASL Season 2. So definitely these two players really have that on their minds, want that to happen. And Destiny won the first game but lost the second game. If you missed those games, let me go ahead and recap them for you. The first game was on Shakuris Plateau. Capoch had a nice early economic lead, had 3 bases to the 3 bases of his Zerg opponent, had the probe count lead, and then tried to push, but Destiny just dismantled him with Zerglings and Infestors, a bunch of fungal growths and neural parasites. That was very exciting to see. If you missed that, go ahead and check out the VODs on my Justin.tv channel. It will be up there right when this stream goes down, and Destiny was able to eventually take the game because he had a bunch of Broodlords, and Broodlords are pretty good when coupled with when supplemented by Infestors. And we also saw Destiny do a lot of nice harassment. And in the second game, Capoch managed to hide a pylon in Destiny's base on what was it? Tal'Darim Altar, and Destiny never scouted it out. So that was GG from there. Destiny could not hold that, and Capoch took game 2, but this is game 3 on Terminus RE. It looks like Capoch electing to do a similar build to game 1, putting the pylon down and the Forge along with the Nexus behind, and it looks like Destiny also doing a similar build, getting that relatively early pull as well as an early expansion. So really excited to see what happens in Game 3 between these two amazing players of Protoss versus Zerg on Terminus RE. And, well, I mean, these positions, I would say, favor the Protoss. I mean, it's close to your opponent's natural, so if you ever decide to do some sort of Void Ray play, look how close it is, or War Prison play. But then again, Destiny has been doing a lot of drops, so we'll have to see how that impacts their play later on in this game as it continues. Destiny getting out of Queen, this probe trying to get as much intel as possible, does see that the spawning pool is done, and more importantly, sees that there are no gases, so knows there's not likely going to be any sort of crazy early aggression for the time being. And back in the Protoss space, we have a Forge and a Cannon. A Forge completed, a Gateway completed, Cyberman is going down, and a Cannon completed. Behind that wall, he will use a Zealot to finish off this wall. So we will be relatively safe, at least in the early part of this game. Does have both gases being saturated. And Destiny does have his natural expansion completed, building a Queen out of there that is at about 50%, and again, being very proactive with his Zergling scouting. I mean, I applauded him. I'm like, guys, do this. He was scouting really well with his Zerglings, but the one spot he forgot to scout was his own base, which definitely came back to hurt him. So Destiny definitely feeling like he has to win this game, and of course he has to win this game. Both of these players have to win this game. If you're just now joining us, they are tied 1-1. The winner of this will advance to the next round. So really excited to see what happens in this game. And a Stargate does go down from Capoch, so definitely wanting to do some early Stargate play, possibly a Void Ray into a few Phoenixes, or some players like to save up Void Rays and then attack, trying to surprise their opponent, but looks like he's rallying it directly to his opponent's main. So this could put Destiny in a little bit of trouble. I mean, unless he gets a good amount of Queens out, which it doesn't look like he's doing. He only has 2 Queens out at the moment. We'll have to keep an eye on that. He does have plenty of money, so we'll have to see what he ends up doing with it all. Getting up to 600 minerals, and did he throw down a hatchery or did he build 2 Queens? Okay, throwing down 2 Spine Crawlers, but again, at the front of his base. Not sure how that actually won't be effective at all versus this Void Ray play, but we'll have to see what Capoch decides to do and how much damage this ends up doing, and more importantly, when Destiny actually scouts this. I'm looking at his vision right now. He has no idea it is coming. The closest Overlord he has is this one at the top, but will it actually get there? It may. I mean, he's approaching the area. It depends if this Overlord decides to go to the right or the left. I guess I should say it's Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Either it's right or it's left, or my right or my left. Basically, our left, the Overlord's right to get to that Stargate, but he doesn't see it. He's approaching from 2 directions, too. There we go. He does see something being chrono boosted. Will he move the Overlord over there? Yes, he is. He's moving in the direction of the chrono boost. Does see the Stargate. How will he react? He does have 2 evolution chambers going down, but that is standard for Destiny. Of course, that helps because he can make Spore Callers right away. The Void Ray is on the way, followed by another Void Ray. So looking to go for some early Void Rays is Capoch. Oh my gosh, Destiny has to throw down some Spore Callers right when these evolution chambers complete if he wants to have a chance. Is he making any more queens? No, he's not. Only has 2 queens on the field, bringing 1 from his natural expansion. I mean, with 2 queens, he will be able to get this Void Ray away, but once the second one comes out, he will have a little bit of trouble. But his evolution chamber did complete, and he does have 2 Spore Callers going down, 3 at his main base. So that should be enough to dispel these Void Rays. And actually, a 3rd queen comes out of nowhere. I did not see that queen, so that will be enough to get rid of this Void Ray. And Destiny shuts down the early Stargate play from Capoch. So Destiny has to be thinking good thoughts right now. But something we saw, I forgot. I think it was at DreamHack. A player went really heavy Void Ray and was able to take down the Spore Callers with like 4 Void Rays. So if you get enough Void Rays, you can still take out Spore Callers. Just because the Spore Callers are there doesn't mean you just quite frankly give up. Capoch may end up just building that Void Ray up ultra crazy and then try to target down Spore Callers one at a time. It will all come down to micro, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the income tab really quick. Destiny down 48 to 41. Harvesters a little bit surprising there. I guess using a lot of drones to make those Spore Callers does not want to. Oh my gosh, does not want to die to those early Void Rays. And as I say that, these Void Rays swinging around, coming to the 3rd of Destiny. They should be able to deny that. A queen is here, has to be careful not to get targeted down. But these Void Rays are going everywhere, hunting for Overlords, and will Destiny have enough to defend this 3rd? He does have 3 queens over here, but will that be enough? Uprooting a Spore Caller as we speak, moving it down to his 3rd, but there we go. The Void Rays do target down that hatchery, and I'm afraid Destiny may have to cancel this. I'm not sure if he has enough. A Phoenix does come forward, will try to lift up one of these queens, I would imagine, and the hatchery is getting extremely low on health. Destiny does end up canceling it. So, while the Void Ray harassment didn't do that much on this side of Destiny's base, it was able to deny that 3rd. So, Capoch definitely being very proactive with these Void Rays and these Phoenixes. You'll see a lot of players see all those Spore Callers and then just give up, but again, Capoch being extremely proactive, going to the most likely 3rd and preventing that from going down. So some really good play from Capoch thus far. Also getting a War Prism, putting some sentries in there. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Something he can do here is bring it to the main of Destiny and then try to force field the ramp off. That ramp's actually a little bigger than I remember, but that's okay. And here we go. He has a lot of sentries, Void Rays, and Phoenix right here, so he may try to do some aggression into the main of Destiny. Will he be prepared? He does have some Infestors out. Where are his Zerglings? Let's look at the units tab really quick. Only has 15 Zerglings on the field, but does have 5 Infestors, and once again, not scouting as best as he can. But here we go, coming forward with these Infestors. Could he take all these units off guard, backing up and trying to decide whether he wants to go in? Of course, the smoke does block it. Bring in the drone forward. Oh no, an Infestor gets sniped for free, but Destiny does know what is going on. Will he move some Spine Crawlers up? No, not moving any Spine Crawlers up. And here we go, Capoch coming forward with his army, but some good Fungal Growths go off from Destiny. Some Force Fields go down. Not sure how effective those are. Phoenix come forward to lift up some Infestors. Will that be enough? All of these Void Rays and some more Stalkers being warped in. Destiny not looking good right now. Has quite a few Infestors and not many Lings. Does not have Ling speed just yet. Has 3 queens over here. Definitely a tense situation for any Destiny fans out there. And here we go. Capoch coming forward with all of these Void Rays, Stalkers, Sentries, and a Phoenix. Destiny coming forward with absolutely everything. All of his drones, Infestors, Queens, and Spine Crawlers trying to reroute them on the high ground. Will it be enough? Trying to get a nice surround with all of these drones. Getting some decent Fungal Growths off. These Spore Crawlers are also doing a decent amount of damage. A good transfuse onto that Queen. It's really close, ladies and gentlemen. It's really hard to call, but Capoch looks like he's in excellent shape right now. A couple of Spine Crawlers forgetting to root themselves, and Destiny looks like he's not in a good situation here, but I don't think Destiny's going to give up. He's going to stay in here as long as he can and try to hold this off. Coming forward once again with some Infestors, trying to get some Fungal Growths off. I'm not sure if any went off indeed. Those Infestors keep poking forward. Yes, the Fungal Growth did go off, but will it be enough? Destiny may end up losing his main base, trying to reinforce with as many units as possible. Zerglings, Queens, Infestors, and I think Destiny is about to leave the game. And that is it for Destiny in the NASL Open, but all Destiny fans out there, do not despair. There is going to be another NASL tournament where you can qualify for the top 8 for the next season. So while Destiny is out of this tournament, his hopes are not dashed for NASL Season 2. Ladies and gentlemen, when I find another match, we'll jump right into it. Go ahead and let me know in the chat what matchup you want to see. I'm gonna actually put the bracket